Hello, seventh graders. We are in week 4. This is lesson 1. We are still on topic 6, still on lesson 1, and we are just working on page 291 today. Welcome to the lesson. Okay, as always, we are having a quiz. A natural resource that cannot be replaced once it is used is called A, renewable resource, B, non-renewable resource. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keyword here is cannot be used. So no, none. Answer is non-renewable resource. All right, my question for you today is, do you know what a fossil is? Probably our most famous fossils are dinosaurs. But what is it really if you had to give me a definition? Well, I would say a fossil is the preserved remains or basically leftovers of an organism that lived long ago. And again, probably our most famous fossils that you would see in a museum or science museum are dinosaur fossils because those animals are extinct. That means they're not there anymore. So the only thing we have to look at are their fossils or their leftover remains. All right, so why am I talking about fossils? Well, today we're going to learn about fossil fuels. So what exactly is that? It is energy-rich substances made from the preserved remains of organisms. So literally, it's fossils that we are going to use for fuel. So the cool thing about this is that the definition is literally in the name. So how exactly do I get these fossil fuels? Well, spoiler alert, you're going to need a lot of time. But let's start from the very beginning, and we're talking about a time period when dinosaurs were stomping around. So first thing, I have energy that arrives or comes to Earth as sunlight, just like it does today, but this is a long time ago. Step 2, I have photosynthetic organisms. That's organisms or living things that go through photosynthesis. Our two most famous organisms that go through photosynthesis are plants and algae, will convert or change sunlight into carbon-based compounds. Basically, plants and algae will make structures that are mostly made of carbon. Then animals will eat plants, and unfortunately, both plants and animals will die. Sads. All right, and over a large amount of time, heat and pressure, dead organisms will be transformed or changed into new materials, and these new materials are fossil fuels. So again, you need a ton of time, heat and pressure for this to happen. So let's just look at it another way with this fun little GIF, if the GIF's working. All right, so I'm going to wait for the GIF to loop. All right, I got dead organisms. Those dead organisms become buried. I've got heat, time, pressure, and after like literally millions of years, I will have fossil fuels. And this is a brand new substance. It's no longer bones or leaves or roots and stems. It's something that I can use for energy. All right, let's talk about a fossil fuel called coal. This is the stuff that Santa gives you if you are naughty. All right, coal specifically is formed from the remains of plants that have died long ago in and around swampy areas. And that is like wetlands, marshes, any area that has shallow or not very deep water. Okay, so again, these plants will die over high heat, pressure, and time. They will become formed into coal. All right, uses of coal. It's not just for Christmas. All right, we can use it as a source of energy for electricity. So that means like to power your iPhone and cars. It is also used for purification or cleaning of air and water systems like our tap water. It's used in a lot of medical equipment. It helps make steel. And it's an important ingredient in carbon fiber, and that is used for a ton of things like bikes and buildings. All right, guys, let's talk about some pros and cons of coal. Remember, pro is a positive and con is a negative. I'm going to start with the positive of coal. As we just talked about before, it has a lot of uses. It has twice as much energy as burning wood, so it's very efficient. That means you get a lot for your money. And it can be mined or removed or taken out of Earth at a large scale, so you can really pull a lot from Earth. Now let's move over to the cons. So unfortunately, it really, really pollutes the air. Burning coal is one of the major forms of air pollution, or causes, I should say, of air pollution. And it can pollute the air so much that it can actually cause death. It contributes to global warming, and mining coal damages or hurts the environment, because what basically you have to do is remove all of the surface in order to dig into Earth. And what you're doing is when you're removing the surface is you're removing plants and organisms and habitats. So take a look at the pros and cons and then kind of decide for yourself. Do you think coal is naughty or nice? Okay, let's end with a little quiz. What is needed to create fossil fuels? Remember, fossil fuel is fuel we get from fossils. Is it A, water, sunlight, carbon dioxide, B, time, heat, pressure, C, wind, rain, time, or D, glucose and oxygen? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I am going to eliminate A because water, sunlight, and carbon dioxide is what's needed for plants and algae to go through photosynthesis. So, no. I'm also going to eliminate D because glucose and oxygen is used to go through cellular respiration. That's how we get energy from our food. So correct answer is time, heat, and pressure. That's what's needed to take those fossils and change them into a new substance that is fossil fuels. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm gonna go work some more and definitely not relax and watch TV. I will see you tomorrow. Stay safe.